Hey, what's up, my friends? Let's talk about the Saturday night co-main event between Jack Hermansen and Mark Vittori. So Vittori, this is the third fighter that Hermansen has had to try to prepare for. The first one was out with an injury, next one COVID list, and now Vittori here slides in. He is a top 15 ranked middleweight, and Hermansen is the number 4 ranked middleweight. This is going to be an interesting fight. I think this one over here on my bookie and down below in the description section, I have a beautiful promo down there for you. Give it a look. Marvin Vittori, minus 130. I don't like that juice. So I'm on Hermansen at plus 100. I think this actually has a good chance of going the distance. So I'm also liking the over 2.5 rounds at minus 135 over there. If you do not like that and you want to hedge a little bit, you can go with a Hermansen potential first round submission at like half a unit. I think that would be a fine option if you want to hedge, maybe 1.5, 2 units on this being over 2.5 total rounds. If you're wondering what in the world is Mitch talking about, well, my friends, we have relaunched our sports betting tier over on patreon.com/riseorfall. We had nearly over about 1,000 total subs over the course of 5 months while we were on Patreon before we launched our website, teamriseorfall.com, where we do DFS and fantasy football. Well, my friends over there, we have over 1,000 members in Discord in our first 3 months as a company. They're like, dude, you gotta get sports betting back. And, well, we launched it yesterday. So we are about 48 hours into our sports betting, and we have 56 patrons that have signed up in the first 48 hours. This will continue because of this dirt cheap price tag, which we will start at as we're doing NBA, NFL, MLB. We'll have confidence reports, prop picks, predictions, blurbs, all sorts of write-ups. We had early week leans going on Tuesday, I believe we posted those. We have all sorts of futures bets, all sorts of stuff we're going to be putting on here. And as we progress and get further into sports betting once again, this will be an all-comprehensive type offering, and this early tier, enjoy it while you have it. Get in there early and get what you can. We went 32-8. We went 32-8 our first week of doing this. So with our live bets, I can just show you real quick because I know everyone always wants to see this my action. They're like, hey, yo, Mitch, can you put it on? Here's all time 32-8 this past week. So 176. Plus 176, 80% win rate, 36.75 ROI. You can see it all right here. 48 wagers, 8 off the books, 32-8. Come on, get in there with us. It's just $4.99. Patreon.com/riseorfall down below. And if you're here and you want some DFS content, my goodness, teamriseorfall.com. And you can get this stuff for just $19.99 if you use the Patreon promo, which you sign up for. So do some quick math. This ends up being free for 2 months if you're a member here. And on top of that, you get $20 to use on fantasycruncher.com every single month. Ha! Beautiful. All right, let's keep going. Let's go down this list here. Few other lines that stand out to me right now. Cincinnati Bengals plus 11.5. I'm liking this because earlier in the week, this one was at, I believe, plus 9. And this spread is starting to get a little too high for me. I wish I had jumped on the Jets. I believe started off at the Raiders started off at -7. I would probably even take this all the way up to -9.5. So I would jump on this before this gets too high. The Jets have lost, I believe, 6 or 7 games at 14 or more points. They're miserable. They're awful. It's not like the Raiders are world beaters. Jets can't stop opposing passers. Derek Carr, he is throwing the football a lot better. It's just hard to take the Jets to keep the game within 10 points. I think this game even at 10.5 is probably okay, but I would grab this before the spread goes up. It's going to go up, all right? So I am leaning in this direction. Titans got lucky. I grabbed them at 4.5 on DraftKings a couple days ago, -4.5. And I think the sharp money came in on this. It actually went all the way up to -6. It's going back down to -5.5. I would probably grab this before this goes back up again. Titans are going to smash the ball down the Browns' throat. I'm sorry. It's second half Henry season. You know what that is? You do know what that is. Last year, he had 5 games at over 160 yards rushing. Over the last, I think, 7 games of the year, he had multiple touchdowns in 4 of the last 7 games as well. And we're seeing it again. He had 28 carries in week 11, 27 carries in week 12, racked up 133 rushing yards, and then 160. He's had 4 touchdowns combined in those 2 games. Second half, Henry is back. They're going to smother the Browns. I'm sorry. The only thing that will keep this game close, the only person is going to be Nick Chubb, who in 5 games this season has started and finished without injury, has over 100 yards rushing in all games. Titans can't stop the run as of late either. I think this game stays within a touchdown. So if this goes up to the terrible -7 line, if it, for whatever reason, got all the way up there, then I'm taking the Browns. But I think for now, within this range, -5 to -6 or so, I'm very comfortable there with the Titans. Jags and Vikings. The Vikings opened at -9. It actually, I believe, went up to -10.5, trending back in the other direction. I want this to go down below double digits. If it does go down below double digits, I'm on the Vikings. The Jags are playing miserable football. And it's not like the Vikings are very good, per se, but they have a history. I went through the trends here with their coaching staff and playing at home and playing teams from out of division. I looked at the Jags on the road as underdogs, and I went back over this stuff for the last couple of years because we have the same coaches. We have, I believe, Doug Peterson over there for the Jags and Vikings coach. I do all these videos in one take, so I'm living that dad life. I try to get them done quickly. I'm Mike Zimmer. We have the same coaching staffs. Then they have very specific betting trends that are actually quite strong with a very nice sample size. I like the Vikings if this gets back down to -9.5. I think they can cover that. -10, now we're starting to get a little sketchy for me. The over is a bit high for me as well. Current lean, it would be under the 52 points. I want to see this drop a little bit, and if it does drop, if it does go up, I'm going to be betting the under 1,000%. Right now, this is kind of close. I'm thinking around 51.5 points. All right, Saints and Falcons. I grabbed the Falcons at +3. Wish I had waited a little bit. And I actually grabbed the under on this at 46.5. So that was a good play. Let's see what happens with this line. I think you got to wait here at this point. It's a second game between the two. It's a divisional game. These often have lower scoring games. The second game in a division, often very low scoring. And on top of that, they hit the unders all the time. It's like 62% or something. It's quite high. And on top of that, the Saints, not the same offense with Taysom Hill under center. We've seen Alvin Kamara, I believe, get 3 pass targets in the 2 games with Taysom Hill. He is clearly not going to be the same type running back for you DFSers, and he is over there priced at 7.5K, right below Nick Chubb at 7.7K on DraftKings. So, I get it. People are like, regression for Alvin Kamara. I don't think you're going to see much regression with Taysom Hill under center. He's just not throwing the football enough, and he's not targeting Alvin Kamara when he does throw it. I think 23 passes in Week 11, 16 passes in Week 12. After Week 11, whenever it was gushing over Taysom Hill, I posted a video about it. And it was a buy or sell video on YouTube, and I said, Taysom Hill, sell him. They hid him the entire game. He had 2 throws over 20 yards. Both of them were lame ducks. One was a pass interference. I think Emmanuel Sanders ended up coming back, making a great catch for the other one. He had gone, I think, 4 for 5 intermediate throwing, 10 to 19 yards. And, the other 16 pass attempts were 9 or less yards in distance. That is awful. And on top of that, out of those 16, he'd only thrown 1 to Alvin Kamara. He's just not somebody that Taysom Hill is going to throw to. So we're going to look into some prop bets later in the week, and I will be posting those on Patreon. Props are a majority where we got, is where we got the majority of these wins. We had a couple parlays. I think we had a 3-way parlay in the Eagles game that we won, and I believe a parlay on Sunday for pass attempts and completions for Justin Herbert. I think was 26.5 and 38.5 for the completions and attempts. We took the over on both, parlayed them together. We won that one as well. And I think this is a spot where we're going to be able to start parlaying some things together here with the Saints and Falcons game and some of the offensive weapons. So I will be posting multiple parlays, probably post a teaser or 2 as well, and I'll be doing all my prop picks all on patreon.com. Again, this is just $4.99. Give it a look down below in the description section. You won't be disappointed. Again, if you end up using the promo, as soon as you sign up, you'll actually get access to the promo. It'll be granted to you, and you can use this promo one time. Gives you a $10 off over on our website. So if you are also a DFS player, we have legitimately everything. Crazy amounts of tools and everything. This is you're just looking at NFL, but we have these for all sports, NBA included, coming up shortly. So, if you want like these crazy slate breakdowns, we've got these and all sorts of stuff. And let me show you the main thing that everybody loves. And where are you? DFS Tools and NFL DFS Study Hub. Let me show you this beautiful beast. So we have this gorgeous study hub with all sorts of projections. We also here, my friends, and you're going to like this, so all sorts of stats and trends and things that you can study. But if you go position by position, my friends, if you are a prop bettor and you don't even want to wait for me, we have stat projections. We have a model here that we use for our projections. And you can use our stat projections to, go play on Monkey Knife Fight. Down below in the description section, we have a promo there. Or if you want to do prop bets over here on my bookie, down below in the description section, use our promo code. Help us out, support us. We'll keep pumping out free content. If people continue to support all of our referral programs and things like that, we're able to keep our price tag at $4.99. Or maybe when I add my MMA coach, I call them coaches, I add an MMA handicapper and I grab somebody to do college basketball and I start throwing all these people to help me out here, and I have someone building a model for college sports and NFL and NBA, and he's been building those on the back end, one of our DFS sheets producers, and maybe this goes up to like $14.99 a month or something, but you're getting an all-comprehensive package. I don't know. I'll have to figure it out, but you guys keep supporting us in all these different avenues. My bookie, Monkey Knife Fight promo down below. If you're a member over here, you're one of our almost 500 members in just our first 12 weeks. Keep supporting us, and we will keep continuing to pump out quality content that is cheap and affordable, and we want to be able to support our community because you keep supporting us. I hope to see you join the patreon.com/riseorfall for this dirt cheap price tag, and then I hope you also join our teamriseorfall.com DFS site, and I'll see you in Discord, my friends. Together we rise. Take care.